Welcome back to the channel. The Australian 1989 5-cent coin is a small but meaningful piece of Australia's decimal coinage history. Though tiny in size, it holds a significant place in the evolution of the nation's currency system. Introduced in 1966 with the changeover to decimal currency, the 5-cent coin replaced the old Australian sixpence and retained the same metal composition and similar size. The 1989 issue continued the tradition of precision minting, fine artistry, and distinctive Australian symbolism that characterizes all of the country's coinage. On the obverse, the coin features the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Raphael Maklauf. This portrait was introduced in 1985 and was used until 1998. Maklauf's design depicts the Queen wearing the royal diadem, with her hair elegantly curled, and the inscription, Elizabeth II Australia 1989, surrounding the portrait. This portrait emphasizes grace and dignity, representing the monarchy's continuing symbolic connection to Australia during the late 20th century. On the reverse side of the coin, we see the detailed engraving of the echidna, one of Australia's most iconic and unique native animals. The echidna design was created by Stuart Devlin, the official goldsmith to the Queen, who was responsible for many of Australia's decimal coin designs. The echidna, sometimes called the spiny anteater, is shown curled protectively around itself, a brilliant design symbolizing both nature's defense and the distinctive wildlife of Australia. The 5-cent coin is made of cupronickel, a durable alloy of 75% copper and 25% nickel, giving it a silvery color and resistance to corrosion. It measures 19.41 millimeters in diameter and weighs 2.83 grams, making it one of the smallest denominations in Australian circulation. In 1989, millions of 5-cent coins were struck at the Royal Australian Mint in Canberra, ensuring they remained a common feature in daily transactions across the country. Even though it is considered a low-value coin today, it remains an important collectible, especially for those assembling full-year sets of Australian coins. The 1989 issue does not feature a mint mark, as all circulation coins that year were produced in Canberra. However, proof coins were made for collector sets. Proof coins from 1989 display mirror-like fields and frosted raised designs, making them especially appealing to collectors seeking perfection and artistry. While most 1989 5-cent coins have little numismatic value in circulated condition, coins in mint state, MS65 or higher, or proof quality can fetch a premium. Collectors prize these coins when they display sharp details, full luster, and no signs of wear or handling. The design of the echidna has remained unchanged since its introduction in 1966, symbolizing its timeless appeal and iconic status in Australian coinage. The 1989 edition marks a period of strong minting consistency, where modern equipment and refined production techniques. The Australian 1989 5-cent coin stands as a remarkable example of consistency and durability in the nation's coinage system. Its design, which has remained virtually unchanged since decimalisation in 1966, reflects the timelessness of Australian artistry and minting tradition. One of the most fascinating aspects of the 1989 5-cent coin is how it connects generations of Australians, from the baby boomers who first used decimal currency to millennials who grew up collecting coins. It serves as a bridge across decades. Despite being one of the lowest denominations, the 5-cent coin has become a sentimental favorite among collectors due to its elegant simplicity and historical stability. The echidna design, created by Stuart Devlin, has become an enduring icon of Australian currency. Devlin's genius was in transforming everyday wildlife into beautiful miniature art that could fit in the palm of your hand. The detailed lines of the echidna's quills, the carefully shaped claws, and the curled body all display remarkable attention to realism, making it a small masterpiece of engraving. For many Australians, this coin evokes memories of pocket change, childhood savings jars, and simple purchases that defined everyday life in the 1980s and 1990s. In the world of numismatics, small denomination coins like the 5-cent piece often go unnoticed. Yet they tell some of the most relatable stories of daily use and cultural connection. The Royal Australian Mint's 1989 production run maintained the high quality standards that collectors appreciate. Most coins were sharply struck with clear, deep details on both sides. However, slight variations in strike sharpness and die wear create subtle differences between individual coins, making them interesting to examine closely. Some 1989 5-cent coins may show weak strikes, where the central design isn't fully formed due to worn dies, a normal result of high-volume minting. Collectors often seek these small anomalies, as they reveal part of the minting process and give each coin a unique character. Coins with visible die cracks or metal flow lines are also of interest to numismatists, who specialize in minting errors. Occasionally, coins may have off-center strikes, where the design appears slightly misaligned. Such coins are rare and can fetch much higher prices among collectors. There are also reports of clipped planchet errors, where a section of the coin's edge is missing due to a cutting mishap during production. These are highly collectible. The proof version of the 1989 5-cent coin, struck for collector sets, displays a mirror-like background with frosted details, an exquisite contrast that makes it visually stunning. Proof coins are struck multiple times using polished dies, resulting in exceptional clarity and detail that regular circulation coins lack. Collectors lucky enough to own a proof 1989 coin often keep it sealed in protective cases,